Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Once more, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is another Sunday, and what we are going to be doing is we're going to try to see how we're going to analyze for the week and see how we can prepare for the market next week. Once more, my name is Kenneth Cha, and I'm the CEO and founder of Marathon Forex Academy, aka known as One Big Marathon. If you are new to this YouTube channel, please I would like you to hit the link to hit the subscribe button below. Hit on that subscribe button so anytime I drop a new video, you'll be alert. And also you can help the algorithm to get Marathon FX grow, and so we can help our brothers and sisters get the gospel of Forex. First, before you continue watching, I would like you to hit that like button and comment yes before we continue. So I have four currencies I'll be looking at today. First, we'll start with DXY, and then we'll go to GU, check on gold, and now we'll finish with Euro USD. So what you are seeing now is the DXY, that is the dollar index on a 1-day time frame. So what I'll be doing here, I'll be analyzing and breaking down the market from top-down analysis to the smaller time frame, especially for us to look out for what we're expecting for the week ahead. So without further ado, let me just go straight up to the program of the day. If we can look at our chart, we can clearly see we are in an uptrend when it comes to the structure of this market. The direction this market is giving us is that we are in an uptrend. So what do you see? We have seen the market printing what series of higher highs after it touched that trend line, taking out some levels there, and have our next level here where price could definitely come to. So after seeing all this, plotting the highs, I'm going to come down and start plotting my higher lows. So I have my higher lows here, higher low, and at this level, higher low. So we had the market coming down right here, respecting this low. This low was never violated. This low here was never violated. And we can go down to the smaller time frame now to see more. So we are on now the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, what can we see that the market is trying to print for us here? What the market is trying to print for us here is, we can clearly see here, we had a break of structure here, right? We had this equal lows taken out. We had a break of structure here. We had a break of structure here. Okay, and we had this fair value gap here acting like a demand zone. So we can capture all this area all through, take it across. You see how that area got respected by price. So if you were to take a trade here as a swing trader, of course, your stop loss should have been here. Sleeping here should be your stop loss below this level here. And why you are heading to the upside. So, of course, Friday was NFP, and the data of NFP came out positive for the dollar, given the dollar strength, and that's why we see this push to the upside. Okay, now I take that out. I say we had a break of structure here now. And what does that seem? It looks like a change in character. Change in the market shift or shift in market structure. After price tapping into that zone, we had that change in character there. Everyone. And what can we see price left below? We can still call this part a change in character here, right? Call this part a change in character. Price coming down to push, so that will be the change in character. Now this will be a break in structure when it come down to the 4-hour time frame. And we always say break of structure is an identity to tell us that there is a continuation in a particular trend. While we have seen our change in character and our break of structure, what else have we seen? We have seen that there is a good amount of fair value gap here. So you can call it either a demand zone. Now, they see when we have a fair value gap this big, what can we say about it? Sorry about that. When we have a fair value gap this big, we can look for 50% of that fair value gap, and there we can see our entries. So, looking out for 50% should be this area here. The market can still leave from there, and same thing, you can still not leave from that area. But that is a 50% of that fair value gap. So the only reason I'll ask you to look for a bias here if you see a valid confirmation. But to be on the safe side, I'll expect you to come for the extreme end because we can see this one to be a risk entry. We can expect to see that, and also price can still push all the way through down here. One thing I'd like you to note is next week we have CPI, heavy fundamentals coming out. So before you take your trade, you need to make sure you get your clean, clear confirmations. But at the end of the day, this fair value gap, the whole thing will be filled because after heavy fundamentals like this, price will always try to rebalance. So I won't advise you to trade on 50%, or better advise you to wait for it to come to this level. Now, when it comes to stuff like this, since we have a heavy fundamentals, no need to go further because we have seen what we expect to see. So what DXY is telling us is this: we expect price to drop further to the downside before buying. In other words, we expect price to come back, rebalance all this this fair value gap before shooting back to the upside. So I will be patiently waiting to see what price will do once it gets to this zone. I won't wait to get 50% of that fair value gap or the consequent encouragement of it. I won't, because I don't see any fair value gap that was broken out, or should I say a breaker block? No, I don't see any here. Okay, so this is everything about the XY. So I will go straight now to the Great British Pound USD. Great British Pound USD is giving us this vibe. We start straight with the 1 day time frame. On the 1 day time frame, you can clearly see that DXY with GU, they are inversely correlated. That means they move to the opposite side. DXY is struggling to buy, GU now is giving us a vibe to sell. So you can see here we had what here? Break. Structure break here. So with DXY, we're about to see the confirmation we're getting is more sales coming up in the future. So DXY, we had this sweep here. Right? We have liquidity sweep here. Understand the difference between liquidity sweep and runs on liquidity. So of course, price is definitely looking for a sell. So we see how this liquidity of this area was taken out, clearing that daily high, liquidity taken out, and now we're heading to the downside. We are heading to the downside. So what do we have next? We have these lows sleeping here. And below that lows, we have this area of fair value gap. Huge fair value gap sleeping below the lows. So this could be an attraction to price, bringing price to it, to that level. So with this information of the 1 day time frame, I scale down to the 4 hour. On the 4 hours, what do we see? Okay, now we have this next target of low here where price needs to come and clear, and this is what is attracting price to the downside. And what do we see here? After price took out that liquidity, keep creating series of higher lows, higher lows, higher lows until now we had what? A change in character here. So this is the first change in character we see here. And what are we seeing here again? Opposite of GU, of dollar. We are seeing that fair value gap after we see the other block. And if you can check the 50% of this fair value gap, 50% of this fair value gap. See 50% of fair value gap where price will react from. Okay, now straight to the 2-hour time frame. On the 2-hour time frame, nothing much should be said with GXY, or sorry, with GU. We just expect to see price. So Monday, uh, maybe I might not have a trade, or I will have a trade. It depends. But looking at this thing, you see price cleared out this liquidity here. This high was taken out, and price pushed the downside. Price pushed to the downside, and what am I seeing here? It's like I have this other block slipping here, and this one here was respected. This low here was respected. Price tap a little bit here was respected. So tomorrow I think I might get something like a AMD formation. Tomorrow I might get something like an AMD formation before I take any trade, like accumulation, get that manipulation, and then we get another distribution to the upside before we continue selling to the downside. So it is what it is. I just need to see what I want to see. But this is my view for GU. More sales to continue to the downside. And remember, we have CPI. So I would like to end my data analysis here, technical analysis here, to see what price we do once we get to this zone. Something interesting will or might happen here. And if we can get that, we can just continue with the AMD, sell to the upside before we sell to the downside. So this is my view on DXY on a 1 hour time frame. I really need to get my confirmation on Monday before I take the trade, because it's going to be a trickish Monday for sure. But I believe all of these imbalances need to be filled. So no more waste of time, we just rush straight to the next one. Euro USD, and then we'll end it with gold. Euro USD, same thing too like GU. Start on the 1 day time frame. On the 1 day time frame, what can we see? These guys are swimming to the downside. What can you see here? Breaks of structures, break of structures, breaks of structures, breaks of structures, and this is the next level where price could be coming down to. Guys, I'll advise you to stay with the trend. Stay with the trend. Look only for selling opportunities. Only for sell opportunities. You see this? Liquidity sweep. And we have this low here that's about to be taken out too. One thing people fail to understand is the importance of higher time frame. The importance of higher time frame. And sometimes me myself always neglect this, and it ends up hurting me. The importance of higher time frame is nothing to neglect. It's always good to take it deep consideration. It's very important. So you can see all of this trend was respected. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame to get more refined. On the 4 hour time frame, you will see all the trend line was respected, price keep respecting. And what are we seeing here? This was supposed to be a breaker block. In fact, this is a breaker block. Price supposed to turn from there and shoot to the upside because we have this amount of liquidity here that price took. So two things are involved. We have 50%, or we can wait for price to come right up here to this other block. From there, we can take our entries. So where will you be taking your entries from, guys? 50% or the extreme? Let me know in the comment section below. So I go straight to the 2 hour time frame. Like I said, nothing much will be said about this stuff because there's so much imbalance that needs to be done. And if you can look here, you can see that we are still talking about 50% of this fair value gap, right? 50% of this fair value gap is still here, where we get what? The first break of structure. Where we got that first break of structure. It's around the 50% area there. So 1 hour straight, On the 1 hour is the same thing. So guys, see where price is sleeping. You want to get that accumulation that will manipulate this low and then go up to collect the liquidity before come down. So this one might be even very dangerous, and it plan might take out a lot of guys. So you might have something like this accumulating here, come down here, come before shoot to the upside. So you need to be very, very careful and placing and knowing where to place the stop loss. If you're enjoying this video, please drop some heavy comments below. Click that like button, and please don't forget to subscribe. So anytime I drop a video, you just get notified. Okay? So this is all about my analysis with a Euro USD. And last on the list is Gold. 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 I'll take off, remove our drawings and gold 1 day time frame. Gold has been buying for a minute. Gold has just been buying for a minute. And guys, do you think this is where gold is about to collapse? Let me know. Do you think this is where you think gold will collapse? So let's go straight to the 1 day time frame. This is what the 1 day time frame is telling us. On the 1 day time frame, what can we see? We can see price took out this liquidity here with just a week. That's sweep of liquidity. And structure formation, we had a lower high and this high here. And what happened? We had this change of character here. And boom, gold fell to the downside. So we had something here like a breakup block that was respected. Gold fell to the downside. We had this liquidity slipping above here. Gold collected that liquidity and boom to the downside. On to the 4 hour time frame. On to the 4 hour time frame. You see how when you do top-down analysis, you're able to see where you make your mistakes, where you took the error you took, especially with the NFP. Technically, you see where what happened. Technically, everything is proving to be right on this side. We had this fair value gap here, this liquidity here that goes splash through, and this other block here that was violated, but still not really violated because the lows are still there present, so everything is to behave like a low. That's the 4 hour time frame. Now you have to be very patient with gold to see how price will react on this area. Honestly, when it comes to gold, I'm looking at gold on this area. I want to see how this price will react. Because everything works out well, I'll see continually buying of gold unless I see this level taken out. I don't want to see a candle form out of here, but everything being equal, gold look to buy right back. Gold looks to come right back up here. Before maybe we might see the sell to the downside. But gold have the potentials of going. In fact, all of this currency that they have USD behind of them, they're looking to buy before sell. Why the ones that have USD in front are looking to sell before the buy. So when it comes to gold, this is just it. Nothing much to say. We just rush time to the 4 hour time frame, and then that's it pretty much. Like I said, let's wait to see what will happen in this zone. This is a very important zone that gold is sitting on now. We just wait to see what will happen here on this zone. Let's see. We need to see that accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So Monday, I'll advise you to be really patient because the market is just trying to find a direction after the heavy fundamentals that came out on Friday. So guys, I've come to the end of this YouTube video and I hope you did enjoy so much. So please don't forget to drop a like and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's get this subscription to 500 people on this one, and a lot of things to be doing. So if you want to get to know more about the stuff that I do, everything is down on the link below. Link to my Telegram channel where I'll be sharing all of these setups and signals for the week. If you want my mentorship, you have my WhatsApp number on the link below. And also I do offer signals, daily signals, and you know my accuracy is 85%. Last week you have an accuracy win of 65%, but everything got spoiled with the NFP, but we still ended the week with a win. And I also offer mentorship. If you're a trader and you're struggling with mentorship and how to catch strategies, a profitable strategy like the one I'm showing you that is working, you make sure you hit me up for classes. If you want to learn forex for beginners, everything is going on. Actually, we're actually running a program that will start on the 15th of this month of June, where we'll be teaching forex for beginners. So if you have anybody that's interested, we are doing a 50% discount online classes, 1 month straight introduction to forex. The actual basics of forex. We're talking about candlesticks, lot size, risk management, and all that stuff for beginners. So make sure you hit the link below. You're looking for the best broker, which is Xnest, that I highly recommend. I've been trading with this broker for the past 3 years. I'd advise you to click the link below. Any information you want to get to me, click on the description link below. All the links to my socials are available below. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I remain your one and only one big marathon. See you on the next video.